and amenities to our residents.
It's such a close-knit group. It's so much like family.
Why wouldn't you want to live here too? Come home to Ascension Living.
Okay, think for a minute about something that you might be looking for. Just think real hard about something that you need to buy. Unless maybe it's a sofa, we're at the place where you're gonna find it. We are back out in Trenton. This is Barbie Evans. She's third generation owner of JB's Variety Store. And when I tell you this is a variety store, you've got everything in there.
We try to get it in there.
I had to just kind of giggle as I walked through this morning, Barbie. I mean, you kind of see some things when you first come through the door, and then you begin to look closely. I cannot imagine having to inventory your store.
It's a job security for sure.
Okay, let's talk about the fact that you were third generation. JB is your dad. This was in your family's blood.
Yep, it definitely was. Meant to do. We're very blessed.
He and your mom had a flea market. And then when I began to wander through, I'm almost afraid to tell you this story because I would love for you to be able to come and experience it without this thought in your mind. But here goes. So I was wandering through and I thought, this feels like a house that's been lovingly added onto year after year. I shared that with you. That's what this is.
It exactly is. Yep. It was a house my dad grew up in, and when the renter moved out, my mom and dad were trying to decide what to do with it, and they decided to put the store in, and this is our 26th year of getting to do this, so it's a joy.
Your son Sam is learning at your shoulders.
He sure is. He loves it.
He'll take over one day. But let's talk about really everything that you have, because it's not overwhelming when you come in because you've got it categorized
We
so
do
well.
try to have everything kind of compartmentalized as by category.
Okay, so let's kind of go through some things. If you're looking for a kid's toy, you're going to find it
We
here.
do have stuff in there.
If you are looking for anything seasonal, you're going to find it here.
Yep.
If you are a crafter and you're looking for papers or ribbons and bows,
Definitely. Artist supplies. We have a very wide selection of great quality fabrics. So quilters love to come here. We have all your sewing notions, anything you need for a sewing project.
you added some wings on, as you call it.
We have.
So you'll notice some of the floors will slope down and ramp you down into it. So one of those is that art area.
Yep.
You've got a whole area for men.
We do. We've got model cars. We have vintage pocket knives in there. We've got team sports section, kind of their little area, and the rest of the stores for the ladies.
It is a family business, so your parents obviously, but then you and your sisters are still a part of it.
Yep.
Y'all make these beautiful signs.
We do.
Y'all are making them.
We do. We put them all together, and then myself and my staff hand paint them. We do custom stuff, so we love it.
How often are you ordering?
All the time.
All the time?
Yes, all the time.
Have you ever had something where you think, okay, I think this is fun, and eventually someone's going to buy it, but gee, I don't know. And then it ends up being a takeoff hit?
It does, and it's kind of random, We'll sometimes, when we're rearranging things, we might take something from one section and move it to another section, and it's like it's the first time that people have seen it, and it may have been there for several months, but it's in a new location, and now everybody sees it.
Right.
And it'll sell, and we're just like, why didn't we move that 2 months ago?
So you know how stockings are a gift in and of themselves? And most of us, I think, really enjoy doing the stockings, but they're a challenge at the same time. You've got great ideas in there.
We do.
Fun little nostalgic things.
We do. We've got some kind of vintage stuff, stuff that you don't see everywhere. And it's fun. My dad was kind of a kid at heart, and that kind of translates, and I think that's kind of throws some of our customers back to that kid at heart.
I told you at one point they had one of those looms like you used to make pot holders with in the old spirograph.
Yes.
And I told you I felt like I was 8 years old again.
Yeah.
That makes sense to
It
me.
does. It's really cool.
If you are a crafter, kind of when you first come in the door, I love the fact that you have those beautiful Corinthian bells, wind chimes.
Yep.
What a great gift for somebody. But then you've got all of your, I guess it's for your wreath making.
It is, and we do.
Silk flowers.
We do silk flowers. So we have cemetery arrangements on the back wall for people that are needing to freshen up. Those things. We do custom stuff in that. We have puzzles that are beautiful, very beautiful puzzles. All kinds of stuff.
What I love too, I had asked you kind of as a passing question, if you know your inventory enough that if people call and say, do you by any chance have fill in the blank And you quickly nodded your head.
I do. We do. I know where it's at. Or I'm pretty sure where it should be.
Yeah. Well, I think that's very relevant because, here you are in Trenton. We've kind of had this running joke as we were waiting to go on camera about traffic in Chattanooga these days. So in fairness, if you're watching and you're in East Brainerd, you might not think, well, I don't know if I'm going to drive all the way to Trenton.
It's a nice drive.
Yes, it's a nice drive. And call her.
Yeah.
Because she'll tell you what she has.
Exactly.
You also will sometimes look for things special for people.
I do. If we don't have it and I can get it, we'll definitely get it in. It's not a problem to add it to the next order.
As we're sitting out here, the store has so much in it that we thought, well, let's just come outside and talk. And so I'm kind of looking around at the beautiful mountains. You mentioned how pretty it is here. Dade County and Trenton, they've still managed to hold on to the rural feel.
Yep.
But y'all are a thriving, growing community.
We are. We are. We're definitely growing. And that's exciting.
You are open how many days a week?
We are here Monday through Saturday, 10 to 6.
Okay.
And we don't blink the lights and run people out.
No, but they do. But you will hear the door ring when you come in.
Exactly. We know you're here.
Yeah, they have to do it that way because it's a deep store.
It is.
And you might not hear them when they come in.
We don't. And we don't have the register right at the front door. I think that confuses a lot of people when they first come in,
Good point.
because you come on into the building before you get to the register where you check out to make your purchase.
Which is also kind of nice because it gives you a chance to kind of ease into it. Don't come here if you only have 5 minutes.
Yes.
You'll be sad.
Exactly.
I'm so glad to talk to you.
Yes, we've enjoyed it.
Thanks for letting me feel like I'm 8 again. JB's Variety Store. Here's your information for how to get in touch with them. And if you're thinking of something specific, call her. She'll tell you if she has it.
Definitely.
Be a part of Local 3's 40th Share Your Christmas food drive on Friday, December